For decades, Myanmar has been held in the tight fist of a military regime. The people were stifled in their voice and their creativity. But with the reformist government now in power, the country is opening up to the international community, and in particular, Western culture. Creativity can now blossom, and graffiti has sprung up around the commercial capital, Yangon. DVB spoke to the artists who expressed themselves through street art. Helen Reagan has more.
The largest business city in the country, Rangoon, graffiti is springing up everywhere. Far from the sprawling tags by teenagers, street artists are now emerging. Kajor is 22. He started spray painting when he was just 12. Many residents look upon the graffiti artists as vandals, and they are often arrested by the police. In Burma, graffiti has stood for freedom of expression, with some Burmese protesting against oppression by writing slogans in defiance of the government on the walls around Rangoon. Aiko is an artist who defends against those who call graffiti vandalism. The Generation Wave was one group who got involved in anti-military government campaigns through spray art. It was led by hip-hop star Zaya Thor, who became a Member of Parliament this year. Many members of Generation Wave, including Zaya Thor, were arrested and sentenced to prison in 2008. They were only released at the beginning of this year. Graffiti art can be controversial and provocative. One now famous piece of street art is of President Obama. It gained international media attention as it was painted during the US president's historic trip to Burma in November. A few days before Obama landed, Kajor and his friends painted the now iconic painting as a welcome message to the president. After the Obama painting was shown in international papers, the artwork was guarded by local police. It has pushed Kajor into the spotlight, and he was even invited to listen to Obama's historic speech. After the visit, someone erased part of the painting, but it didn't stop them from drawing another identical one in a lighter area of town. In December, Rangoon authorities announced a ban on any paintings in urban areas. But other artists aren't surprised, as there are laws in other countries to protect from vandalism. Artist Aiko organised an exhibition to showcase some local graffiti artists' work. He says there are around 150 graffiti artists in Rangoon.
So
The ban in Rangoon probably won't stop graffiti from springing up around the city. Whether you consider it art or vandalism, it may only serve to highlight the underground culture further.
And that's all for this edition of Asia Calling, your window on Asia. For more stories from our correspondents around the region, visit asiacalling.org. I'm Rebecca Henschke. Thanks for your company. Goodbye for now.